Hey guys, Boris Last from BK Forex. Welcome to our Forex Daily Technicals for 5/23/13. Dollar bull continues. Trading foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. So I invite you to read this disclaimer very carefully to understand all the risks associated with trading on margin. Seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. So the story today, obviously, dollar bull continues, and as we're in the Asian session, we already have a continuation of the pro-dollar move, especially in the Aussie, where we had just very, very bad data print out of China. Chinese flash PMI came in below 50 for the first time in certainly this year. That sent the Aussie through the 96.50 level, and now we're obviously looking at 96 as a possible target if we have further distribution as the night goes by. Euro kind of holding tough a little bit ahead of the 28 handle. It's been probing the 28-20 level, but kind of holding right around this level. The bottom over here at 27.95, clearly operating as a sort of a double bottom here. The probe down to 2800 may be a test later in the session, but the critical thing in the euro is going to be the PMIs. If the PMIs come in weak, that's going to fall. The 2800 is probably going to fall, and we're going to probably be looking at 2750 as the next level of support. If those surprise to the upside, I think we may have a double bottom here to hold and a possible retrace back up. 2900 is still pretty much the big resistance level for the euro. And as you can see, the big flame out over here, certainly looking very poorly for the euro for the longer term. Whatever rally we have here looks like it's going to be a sell the rally mode. But nevertheless, on a very, very short-term basis, if we can't break this 28-20 zone towards 2800, it looks like we're basically setting ourselves up for a near-term double bottom in the euro. Cable looking weak, but still bid a little bit ahead of the 150-100, although 50-100 is very, very tempting for the shorts to press, and it feels like they're going to want to run the number just to see if they can do a little bit of a stop hunting. Again, same kind of a flame out structure in cable where we tested the 5150s, came right back down and closed lower in the day, so it's pressing on the on cable to the downside. And dollar yen, the interesting thing about dollar yen, which I noted in the close of the North American session, is this flame out at the top. We took the 103.50s, came right back down. That doesn't bode well for dollar yen bulls in some ways, because this kind of reversal is pretty sharp. And if we start to see further distribution to the downside, especially through the 103s, if 103 is given again, it opens up another test of the 102.50s, just simply on a reversal and exhaustion basis. What that sets up actually is kind of an interesting trade to the downside in the euro yen. Same kind of a thing. Euro yen had this big spike out nearly to 134 and then came right back down. 32 is a test, but if we starts drifting towards the 103s on the dollar yen, 132 is definitely going to come into play. And if we get a weakness on the euro side, if we get a test of the 2800, this downtrend could really accelerate all the way out to 131s on the euro yen. In the meantime, euro Aussie, of course, making fresh highs, mainly on obviously on Aussie weakness. Here's the euro Aussie trade, just barreling on along to 133 to the top side. And if we do get a positive turn in the euro today on a positive PMI, this could very much easily extend to 133.50 as the day progresses. What else is going on here? That's pretty much it. I mean, the dollar yen trade here looks interesting on a buy side above 103.75, above the highs, and on the sell side actually below the 103s here. If 103s are given, I think that could really trigger more of a stop loss cascade towards the 102.50s. And of course, the euro. The key thing here is going to be the bottom at around 128. Is this going to be a double bottom, or we're going to test it to the downside and break it? Breaking the 128s really creates a very, very powerful move towards the 27.50, which was a long-term hold. Let me just show you where that is. That is actually coming in like right around here at the beginning of April. So that would be a very, very powerful test to the downside. On the dailies, by the way, if you look at the euro, not pretty. This kind of a flame out definitely suggests more downside action, because it's a shooting star and it suggests more downside action on the euro. So if you trust the technicals like you do over here, you may have a day of consolidation, but you do have continuation to the downside in the next several days. A similar kind of a structure possibly developing today. Wishing you guys the best of luck and the best of trading. This is Boris Schlossberg for BK Forex. Over and out.